I've told you that Sandy Alcántara is as unhittable as anyone I've seen throwing a baseball.
Not this year, buddy.
No, he's been terrible, and it makes me wonder.
Worst player, send him down.
It's early in the season.
When he gets right, how good this team could be.
No, it makes me
really?
wonder if the pitch clock is bothering him. It makes me. It's such an enormous change.
He's had some like weird things. Like Brian De La Cruz had a ball almost hit him in the face one time, and that led to like 3 runs that inning. He had kind of like this play that he should have made an out at first base that they tossed to him, and instead of holding the glove, upright, he did like the little basket thing, and it hit him in the wrist, and then it rolled out, and then that led to run. So like he's had some bad luck. He'll be fine. He'll work it out. I mean, he's not the problem. He's been the worst pitcher of the bunch so far for the Marlins. Not that anyone finds this interesting, but he's been the worst pitcher of the bunch so far. So they're going to do good. The problem with them is that they don't score runs. They're like the 3rd bottom in Major League Baseball in runs scored, and that's going to catch up to them at some point. I mean, that's the problem, is that they built this team on small ball. Their second baseman has like a 510 batting average. It's insane what he's hitting right now. But he needs to drive people in, is the problem. You need to get in front of him. Yes, I mean?
No, I just love that there was like a thunderstorm of just Billy talking, and then through it, a single shining beam of sunlight of self-awareness. Not that anyone cares about this.
I know that nobody cares about this.
it's
That's
not
why I
only-
try to avoid talking
No,
about
no,
it.
This is honestly how I get downloaded on Marlins baseball.
It's been a really fun year. And
You
like
should
Chris,
join the Marlins chat that I'm in.
Yeah, Jess is in a Marlins chat. We update it all the time, almost daily. It's great.
Really?
And Jazz's D, Dan, we were worried earlier this year
you
about
imagine?
Jazz's D. His D's doing just fine. He's getting a lot better. We talked about it in spring training. He was playing in one of the most difficult spots to play in center field, and then, the season started, and he was kind of making some blunders out there in center field, and we said, hey, Jazz, remember, you got to step back first, and then you go back, and then you come in. We had that teachable moment. It's coming together. He's making some plays out there. There's still some times that you see, hey, you know what? This is his first couple games out there in center field, but he's making some other plays. Things are coming together quite nicely. And Ding Dong, who's there, Jorge Soler, looking like the guy that they tried to sign 2 years ago. You know what I mean?
Jessica, out of curiosity, because you got into your phone the moment Billy started talking Marlins, and I noticed what Amin did and what Billy did self-consciously of people leaving the chat emotionally and mentally. I'm just curious what you were doing in your phone. I'm just, as a curiosity, not to embarrass you, it wasn't Marlins related. I'd like to know what was more interesting. I'm sure it was in your phone.
The teacher in the class.
Wow.
We'd all like to
Little
laugh.
interrogator.
Matana.
Wouldn't you like to share that with the class?
Only when it's others.
It's-
When it's Tom Brady and she goes to her phone, we never mention it.
So true. I don't know what that means. So I was actually looking at my Jess's Marlins chat, which is Chris Cody, Jer Bear, and Billy just text things about the Marlins like randomly throughout the day just so that I see it, because I think they're already like talking to each other about things they actually care about. Okay, but this chat was invented just to like give me little Marlins updates throughout the day that they know I don't really care about.
Have you responded once?
You don't?
Yeah, last night,
Ah.
Billy Gill said 6 of 7. It's weird not expecting them to blow it at the end of the game. Also, Jazz's D, hashtag am I right? And I said, yes.
And she was right too, Dan. The bullpen's been incredible. The bullpen has been incredible. Every year you go in and you're like, oh my God, they're going to find a way to blow this game. Not this year. This year you go in and when they take a late lead, you're like, all right, this is done. Like, this is the 8th inning. This game is done. They're not going to blow this lead today.
It's true. Chris Cody also said earlier this week, if Sandy's our biggest problem, I think we're going to be fine. And I said, exactly. And then Billy said, he's dead weight right now. Fit in or fit out? And I said, Sandy or Sand no.
Ah, great game.
Yeah.
You just keep the conversation moving is what you do, essentially.
Exactly.
Yeah.
San C would have been better. San C or San No.
That's not
Do
his
you want to
name.
join the Marlins chat?
Hell no. I'm already in too many chats I don't want to be a part of.
The thing that I was saying before we detoured, I got as far as first base on the home run chat, on the home run trot, because I want to
Couldn't
describe
find the video, by the way.
whole thing for you because it's amazing. And there was a glitch with the camera work at second base. So I only saw part of what he did at second base. It seemed like he did some stuff before he got to the second base bag. But again, this is the guy who's on the cover of MLB The Show. He is a star in the making, and I have been longing for a personality type that is electric and starts to rattle the cages of some of these sportsmanship people. And what I tell you is, he hit this ball 400 feet. If I were the Giants pitcher in that spot, and what I got allowing a 3-run home run that went 400 feet was a guy running super, super slow, just purposely with every step, making his necklace jangle up because he's taking heavy steps, gets to first base and doesn't just pantomime the jump shot, jumps up to do the jump shot, gets to second base, points at the sky, and does whatever he does to the Marlins dugout. Billy, you might know it's a symbol of some sort. I don't know what it is. I couldn't see it from the camera angle that I had. And again, he did stuff before this as well.
He celebrated at every base and took his sweet time getting around the base.
I want to hear what the other.
What Dan would do though.
What the third celebration was.
Do we need a home run shot clock now?
No.
I hope not.
I will say this.
I hope not.
I don't think that there's as many people that are as offended by this anymore as you think that they are. I think most of those people died.